Hello, welcome back to my channel. I figured I would hop on here because life has been going just too damn fast. Like, my last video was months ago. How how did we go from months ago to here? Well, I know it's called being, busy and working on yourself, and I appreciate that. I figured I'd do my makeup with you guys while I just chat. Yes. Don't get mad about my braces, you guys. I'm getting them all replaced today. It's like literally like no biggie. Topic of the day. I'm just gonna use my favorite word. The word that describes me the best. Misunderstood. Yes, I'm just in a parking lot. Who cares? I am misunderstood. I feel like that word has so much power in it, though. Like, it has so much power. Like, do you know what it is to be misunderstood? One of the prior comments was like, why is nobody watching this? Well, I know why, because I misunderstood a lot. Especially growing up, I realized that. Especially because of the fact that I realized that I had to be a people pleaser. Oh my God. Those were the hardest years of my life. Now that I'm like older, it's like I see that as such a hard job of doing. It's like, no, that's too much. Like, you cannot be out here people pleasing so much. And you know what I'm saying? It's just too much. So, but yeah, being misunderstood, like I've always... Okay, so I started off my YouTube channel at 10, you guys. I started a YouTube channel at 10. Do you know? I be seeing, kids nowadays, and it's like I try to reflect, and I'm like, oh my God, I was ahead of my time. What was I thinking? Well, not in that sense, but it's kind of amazing, to be honest. It's like I was ahead of my time, meaning constantly overlooked, constantly misunderstood. People will probably like, dude, like, what do you think you are doing? Like, what do you think you are doing? And then now that I'm at the precipice of seeing all the great things soon or later unfold, it's like, oh, that's why I did all of that. Because I'm just misunderstood a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will put a boundary on you. And you have to realize, I am not bound by your thoughts about me. I'm not. Whoever you thought I was, I am not that. Okay? Get that. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. Like, you can think about it and be like, oh my God, I misunderstood a lot. Like, I can't deal with this. And it's like, do you think I have time to do that? I will never do that. I would just be like, damn, I was misunderstood. I finally get the chance one day to just surprise you then. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's such a beautiful thing. Like, you don't see me coming. I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, wow, you really had it down packed. You really do. You really do have it down packed. You know what I'm saying? I realized now that I hold so much power in the way that I speak. I feel like in the past I did not know how to make my feelings come across or the way I felt, so it would just be sporadic moments, sporadic actions. And I can just sit back and talk and freely express to myself and to others. And I think that that's just such a come up of being misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will never let somebody put a boundary on me. Like, you don't know me. You don't know me until you've heard every word out of me, and I promise you, you haven't. You know what I'm saying? You haven't. And a lot of that could just be by the way that I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand I wasn't given everything growing up, and even though I tried to have it and I would ask and be given accordingly, but it's like, that really could have put a hold. But now that I'm older and I'm like being blessed by the gracious gift of God, like I finally get to be that inner child. And that's everything I prayed for. Every time that I had to let go or release people, it was just so that this can happen. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if I was still in those past relationships, still in that past mindset, still dealing in those past jobs. Now, I don't even gotta work. You know, I am chasing butterflies, you guys. Like, but it did take I feel like I didn't want to just be a person that just chased butterflies and didn't have wisdom. So I always would put myself in hard situations so I can be like, yeah, no, you can't get me next time because I learned. You know what I'm saying? It's that shoot me, what is it called? Not shoot me. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. I love music, you guys. I carry myself through music. I've always been given messages through music, you guys. I can't even explain that. It's just what I've been given. It's like I don't go around and ask people why they have something. Do you do that? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn something, that's fine. Open up your scope, but never ask direct questions in the sense of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to tell you don't ask questions, because I have learned to ask specific questions. I do not need to go around here asking so much, because I can learn it on my own. I am my own self-teacher, so part of being misunderstood was knowing the fact that you have no one being your direct teacher but yourself. I've always followed my inner instincts, the way I feel. If that's just how it has to go, that's just how it has to go. And let me tell you that it is one of the greatest assets I have, because if I have to stand alone, I will do that. I will do that. And a lot of people will be like, oh, but you're never really alone, or, that sounds like a first world problem. Okay, if I need to be alone, I will be alone. Okay? I will go through something, not even say a damn thing about it, because I am fine with where I stand within myself. I know that I hold power because power be given from God, and I will be fine. I will be fine. So part of being misunderstood is knowing you will be fine even though you are misunderstood. Today's tone of voice is like this, you guys. If you know me, if you ever watch this, and if you know me, you know that I have several tones of voice. This tone of voice today is very serious. I feel like I have to hold accountability today. Sometimes I would just run in grace and be fine, and this will be my tone of voice. But today it's very serious, and I want to say something meaningful, something strong. I feel like I hold so much power in the way that I speak because of the fact that I know how to speak. I have several tones, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not. I know exactly when to bring out each one of them. I can guarantee you that. And if you want to learn that from me, just comment that down below. Like, hey, look, I find that pretty cool. Can you tell me more? And I will do so, you guys. I really want to be a person who gets more comments, because I just want to know what it is you guys want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when I make it, I want to look back at these things. Like, these are the most basic thoughts before the greediness. And it's like, like, unwind me a bit more, This is the problem of being so misunderstood. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to ask me questions. Like, hey, like, I see you're doing this. How are you doing this? Or, hey, like, I see you're doing this, and what does that mean? Or, you know what I'm saying? And that's a con of being misunderstood, because it's like a lot of people will be intimidated on asking you specific questions because they think you're just carrying yourself in a way that might be foolish or might just be, I don't know, a fairy tale. I don't know what people think, but I wish I was asked more questions. I just want to be able to help people. Sometimes I feel like, oh, like, let me do this for myself or whatever, and it's like, I'm only doing this to help somebody. I only want to be something great so that I can help the generations after me. I don't want them to have to go through stuff like alone or afraid and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Part of being such a good person. It's hard. It's hard because a lot of people don't see the will before. It's like, I will never get to this point, but like, some people have will and then they just completely put in a box because they're like, dude, like, what else can I give if I tried everything? And I don't want to ever get to that point. I don't. For me, it's like, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? How can I keep on? You know what I'm saying? So if you are a person like that, don't give up. Ugh. Don't let the heart of humanity bring you down. There's no need for that. No need for that. Honestly. Continue being a great person. Continue striving. Doing things outside of the boundaries that you were bound by. You guys, these are my natural brows. Aren't they so funny? I haven't had a brow lady in years. They stay like this. I don't know. But yeah, if you are a good person, don't let nobody bring that down. If you gotta be misunderstood for a couple years before you can finally find the right moment to come out and be like, misunderstood, but I made it. You know what I'm saying? Then do that. Be happy. There was a practice that I saw this morning. I don't listen to news, you guys. I just keep on developing myself. You see this serious tone? It's so serious. It's insane. But yeah, it was a practice, and it was like, you look at yourself through the scope of being your 60-year-old self, because mind you, I'm only 24. And if she could look back and say just one thing, and it was, what I thought was, this is so vulnerable, you guys. I do not even have to share this. Just take it easy on yourself. Boom. Do you get it now? Do you get it? I am so misunderstood that I'm always constantly working. I'm like, hard. This situation harder. This harder. It's hard. And I should pause several moments in the day and say, okay, let me take time for myself. I want to look back and be like, I'm glad you took that time to put on that lotion the way you did. I'm glad. Because maybe you were being so hard on yourself. We were going to make it anyways. My nails. We were going to make it anyways. Why couldn't you have that one moment to just apply the lotion, go grab a lunch, go talk to yourself in a video, put on your makeup, be happy, find peace. Those things right there, my friends, that's a big key. That's a high key, you guys. Well, yeah, that's what she would have told me, honestly. And it made me realize, I'm like, damn. Being a person of strength is knowing that you're hard on yourself. It's knowing that you are hard on yourself. And nobody needs to see that, but I know it inside. I think I mentioned this in one of my TikToks, but it was just like I always wanted to stand out. Growing up listening to Beyonce and like wanting to leave a meaning behind in this world before I was one to go. I want to stand out. I want to be fearless. I want to take chances. I want to be the person that has risks. But you see how consuming of a mentality that is? It's a hard mentality. And if you don't take those minutes to just come back to yourself and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna pamper myself. I deserve it. You know? That's what it taught me. And not that I haven't been doing that, because I do realize that I do that now that I'm thinking about it. I do like to take long showers. I do like to have nice things for myself, for my body, and for my self-care. But when things get hard, that's not what you're thinking about. It's not. Let's be honest, it's not. You're just in that flow, you're in that state, and I want to make sure that I prioritize that. And I'm like, you know what? This wave is not knocking me out. This is not the wave that's gonna do that. Why? Because I can come back to myself, make myself happy in all the ways that I've been granted, you know? I feel like I'm a very emotional being, you guys. I am so emotional. It's insane. I could cry rivers over things. I I can cry rivers over things. And I feel so much gratitude for being given everything I've been given and being able to live the way I live. And you know, even if I was talking to you and you had none of those things, and I just pray I would be able to give back in some way possible. And I do that through character. I try to show up, you know what I'm saying? I show up with my kindness, my goodness, my power, because I just want people to feel that's not something, that's a characteristic. It's not something you need to have physically, you know? It's something you can learn. And I feel like I did take it a bit hard on myself, because I took the road where I was like, you know what, I'm not learning any lessons until I go through something. And then now I'm like able to sit back and just watch things through videos and learn, and not have to go through the same things. And you know, it could have been a bit smarter. I would have saved myself a lot of headaches, but hey, character building at its finest. You do not have a single teacher that you could look up at that hasn't gone through stuff. You don't. So that's just always where I wanted to come from. And yeah, you guys, I'm almost done with my makeup. Almost done expressing these thoughts. And look back at this video, same way I looked today back at those 10-year-old self videos on YouTube, which are private, you guys can't see them, and I'm like, wow, I wish you would have known how beautiful you were. That's so sad. The world is such a sad place sometimes, because it just knocks you down and out of your feet. But I wish you knew how beautiful you were. Wow. So I'm just gonna add a little snippet, just 1 minute long, for my future self watching this video. Hi, I'm here. I'm here trying day in and day out. And I know that it gets so hard